Are you going back to the office and they're talking about hybrid working? Well, in this video, I'm going to give you the pros and cons of hybrid working so you can know what to expect. Now, while we're talking about new ways of working with hybrid workforce, I also want to share with you some things you need to be aware of when it comes to projects. And I have a really cool thing for you at the end of this video, so please stay tuned. Hi, if you're new here, welcome. For the best career and project management advice channel, subscribe because a new video is going to come to you every Wednesday. And we so appreciate when you do because it helps us grow our channel and our community and ensures that we can put up more good content. Now, on that note, if you're excited about learning more about the hybrid workforce, pros and cons, let's get to it. What is hybrid working? So the gist of it is when you both work at home and at the office. Now there's a couple ways companies can do this. And it's going to be dependent upon your role, what you're doing, company needs. But in some instances, hybrid working is where you have half the workforce working in the office, the other half, based on their roles, can work outside of the office. Sometimes your role may even be a combination where maybe a couple days you come into the office and the other couple days are outside of the office, or it could even be for periods of time where you have to be in the office for a few months, and then for the next few months you can be at home. The whole point is it's a combination of working from home and in the office, depending on organization needs. Why does hybrid working matter? Well, the truth is we've all been in a pandemic. Majority of people have been working from home. There's been a whole shakeup in the way businesses are running their organizations and how employees are now contributing to the deliverables of the organization. So because of that, moving into the normalcy of our old ways of working, so to speak, are not going to occur where we're going to just revert back to the old ways. Hybrid working is here to stay. There are pros and cons associated to working at home, and that's what this video is about. So let's get on to the pros of hybrid working. Commute. Because of hybrid working, we don't have to worry about commuting anymore. In fact, we have more job opportunities because we don't have to worry about that commute. That's a huge benefit. Authenticity. Now, this is an interesting one you probably didn't think about when it comes to hybrid working. But with remote working, we're actually learning more about people that maybe we didn't do before. Because of all the video chats that are going on in meetings, we're actually seeing people in their natural environment. We may even see their pets. Their pets may even join for a particular meeting because you know how cats and dogs are. They're not going to think about those rules. And we may even get to learn about their kids. So there is a really lovely authenticity of knowing people a lot better than we would if we were in the office setting. Flexibility. Hybrid working allows for people to be more flexible. It allows them to really live where they want to live. And number two, allows them to be more productive in their personal lives. Heck, you may be doing a load of laundry right now as you're watching this video. Options. Now, this option actually goes on the other side of the coin for the organizations. It allows for organizations to really find the right fit because you're not locked down to a geographic area anymore. You can actually reach out and talk to anybody, anywhere, and see if they're the right fit for the organization. Definite pro. All right, to every positive side, there is another side, right? The flip side, the con. So let's talk about the cons of hybrid workforce. The first one is siloed. It is so easy to be siloed in our activities because we're working from home, we're isolated, we're not connecting with individuals, and we can get really caught up in our world without it being connected to the overall goals and objectives and other people in the professional world that you're in, their world, right? You got to connect everything. So that siloed aspect is actually a big issue, and you got to be really careful that you bring people into the fold to try to negate that as much as you can. Supplies and resources. All right, this is another con. When you're working from home, you may not have the resources you need at your fingertips. Like you have an IT issue, sometimes you can go to the IT department and get help, or vice versa, you can go somewhere else. Supplies is a big thing. Now you have to ensure you have your paper, you have a printer. Is that stuff being supplied for you? There's a lot of interesting things. So getting your supplies and the resources you need to be successful is a con because a lot of individuals actually don't even have the proper internet connection to run virtual meetings, which is now a lifeline for you. So it's definitely something that organizations really have to take a look at to see how they're going to manage that. Disconnected. All right. We already know in the regular world of business that leaders can be extremely disconnected from employees. And that even is more so of an issue with remote working and hybrid working. Because at least leaders before, if they were attuned, they can pop by people's office, drop by meetings. They don't have that ability anymore because you just can't drop on a call without having an invite, right, to your virtual call. This also trickles down for upper management as well. And it's also an issue too for a new hire. New hires don't know anybody. They don't have that luxury of just calling up an old colleague or a friend within the organization. So there is a big disconnection aspect that you have to be aware of with the hybrid workforce. Networking challenges. This actually is a real big problem because if you're looking to grow your career, or in the example that I said before, if you're new to the organization, or even brand new, you're fresh out of school, networking is so important to grow your career, get exposure, be asked to be on special projects, things that are going to help the organization, because now you're working from home, so you're siloed. The only person you may be in contact with, if you're lucky, is your direct manager. So it does have its challenges, and it is something that you have to be aware of, and you'll have to put more energy and effort into it to ensure that you are now exposed to the right people. So whether you're working virtually, whether you're doing in the office, maybe you're doing a combo of both, you're probably doing projects, and that means you're probably doing some sort of activity or initiative that has a start and an end, and you probably need some people to help you out. So on that note, because I want you to be successful in everything you do, not only hybrid workforce, I want you to go to the link below and grab this, Reasons Why Projects Fail. It is translatable not only to projects, but to the things you do, and probably to some hybrid workplace concepts too. So check it out. I'd love for you to do that. Now, on that note, thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, share it with everyone you know. And if you have any other comments about hybrid workforce or ideas, I'd love to hear from you. Until the next video, see ya.